certainly has multiple options. Makes you wonder, you know, really what is there considering. But it's Invoker.
Let's go. We saw Toronto Tokyo pop off on this Invoker the other day. He plays one heck of a Quaz Exort. Again, they could opt for a couple different styles, but I do like having the Sunstrike in with the call.
10
I think
seconds remaining.
very, very useful at adding a bit more damage.
Yeah, I think this
5
game, depending on what
seconds
the
remaining.
last pick, of course, on Tundra here, for now, certainly looks like it's going to be
Choose
Quaz
your
Exort.
hero.
And yeah, okay, so it's going to be 9 on Tusk then, I suppose, coming in.
Classic. Not something you say about many other teams mid. Be a little bit more of a save. Do a lot of burst damage.
Yeah, his Tusk is very formidable as well, and he was one of the people who started playing it very quickly, especially when the Aghanims came in. So we'll see if he wants to play with that or if he's just going to go for something else. But certainly I expect him to go for a Blink Dagger. Once he has that, they can pair up the Lifestealer infesting him as well. He can jump in, and that will be difficult to survive against for anyone on the side of Team
10
Spirit.
seconds
So
remaining.
Pushka has his work cut out for him. Be ready with those saves on the Shadow Demon, disrupting.
5 seconds remaining.
But this looks nice. Looks like a high octane game here with probably a lot of fighting.
Yeah, I enjoy how you look over at Team Spirit's draft and you're like, oh, this makes complete and utter sense for the meta. And then you look over at Tundra's and you're like, yeah, okay, yep, these heroes are heroes that get played, but definitely not necessarily the strongest. So I'm very excited for this match. Like I said, I love seeing things different. It definitely keeps things interesting, and keeps you awake too. So what do we think about these drafts? Who do you think is going to have the edge here, Olga?
I think I slightly favor Team Spirit. I was just sitting and looking at the heroes and thinking in my head as well. But yeah, I think I favor Team Spirit a little bit more. Overall, I just feel like they have collapse on Axe, and if he can get some big calls, this is very similar to playing Magnus as well. We know how good his Magnus is, but Axe plays quite similar in the idea that you want to look for those engagements, look for any multiple hero catch, how you can get, you know, the best initiation for your team. Having Toronto Tokyo behind with the Exort to follow up, Sunstriking into it. But I do respect that Tundra are, you know, very capable with the heroes that they have up here, and they got their comfort zone, right? They got the CM that they play all the time. They got 33 on the Doom, and of course Magnus played so much Tusk in the past as well. So they certainly feel like it's going to be a showdown.
Let's see how it's all going down. This is gonna be a fast, explosive game with a lot of kills because that's always fun. Last game was a little bit slower in the beginning.
Prepare for battle.
And this one has the potential, I think, to be very, very much a bloodbath.
Not very slow here coming out from Team Spirit. They're doing the fast smoke out for the ward placements, as we usually see them do. They like control over the ramps, getting in good spots to reveal.
Oh my god!
Who's going to be the player who gets the longest kill streak, Waga?
I'm not
He's got
sure,
50
but
seconds
this lane
left.
is starting to feel
Let's go Toronto Tokyo on that one. Me.
Hell yeah, that's what I did too. Not running out over here.
30 seconds to battle.
I feel like we see a little bit more of a splitting.
We're moving up.
Heroes.
A fight for this?
Cards picked up, I'm assuming.
Let us fight!
The battle begins.
Disruption. Waiting over to the side, but looking a little bit rough here. With that disposed, they just have a strong level 1, so Toronto Tokyo is going to get the first blood. Great start here to the mid lane for him.
That was pretty optimistic there, trying to go in and take that rune, but at the end of the day, they do trade at least 2 for 2 on the runes, but that's a great head start for Toronto Tokyo.
All right. Snaking has to be so incredibly careful in this lane. I feel like Collapse is just continuously going to be spamming that that battle hunger.
Yeah, that's usually what you see. You see, you know, Axe is always helping out this boss 4 win the trade against the boss 5 by spamming Battle Hunger on them. You know that it's going to be an easy trade for you.
I mean, it's Crystal Maiden too, so it's not like it's easy to be able to skip. Immediate D ward from Maposhka. He said that wards are way too obvious in this current map, so how many D wards he can get?
Gets the block and gets the V ward for his own big camp immediately before the first creep spawn. He pulls immediately here. This is
I'm not
big
sure,
impact
but
getting
this lane is
way
starting
back.
to feel impossible.
And there's the kill over in that Yatro gets so.
Yeah, he has Starfall level 1 by the way, so he's not able to leap away or arrow.
Huh. The ideas behind that, that's not typical usually.
He's trading hits. When you're like trading, it's a good damage though.
Ball. Did a little bit more damage to take down 33, but they don't quite have it. Yatro needs to be very careful. And Saksa
He wants him.
closing the gap. He can see him. Give a couple more clicks off through hunting. There's the star ball. All right, there it is. There's the reason why Saksa went for the star ball, clearly.
Beautiful there by Saksa. Nice dive.
Still fighting up here, too. Arrow, though, from Saksa will land over onto Mira. They're just so aggressive in this lane. Maybe one more hit. It's a triple kill now for this Marana. Good God, Saksa.
Triple kill on a dual lane. Wow, that is terrible now for Marcy. Has to run back to top lane, and they are so much on the back foot on this lane. Arrowing the creep as well. Saksa having a fantastic start.
My keyboard is not working. My keyboard is not working.
你行，你行，你上，你上。
Wrong lines, man.
Almighty mother.
Keep looking to this top lane because of all the aggression that has. 33 does find himself the ice armor creeps section.
Yeah, it was a very aggressive lane, but now they're pulling the creeps back with Marana, pulling them back behind the tower. So lane is going to continue to go quite well here for Tundra. Over on the mid lane, it's looking like Nine is doing really well on his Tusk. This is a man who knows his ins and outs fully on this hero. Maxing the QW is what he always does, and just uses all his nuke potential to burst creep waves and heroes alike.
It is nice when you get the chance to see some of these players on their specialties. Very interesting decision-making limits for sure.
Collapse being left alone a bit bottom. He doesn't have the support of Shadow Demon right now. Frostbite though.
Yeah, they had the mango, but they weren't quite able to get over there close enough. Again, Chris Main don't have the for this time, but here comes Waposhka rejoining up. Needs collapse the tango. But yeah, Skeeter having a great time in this bottom lane. 24 and 7, top of the CS current.
Yeah, good lane for Lifestealer against Axe. Yeah, rather good against tanky heroes, but Axe once it gets a few levels in counter helix can be more problematic.
We have the anime battle of
Radiant's
Marcy
middle tower
versus
is under
Marana.
attack.
That's not canon, but when they have the ice armor, it does make things a little bit more difficult for Mira to trade these hits. We'll jump over onto 33. 33, he can start getting more aggressive towards Yatro. Does have to be careful. Arrow comes in, nice dispose. Sunstrike able to quite land.
Dispose actually pulling him out of the Sunstrike though. That's a little bit unfortunate. Has to be careful. Trading hits here with Marana is not that easy.
Saksa feels like he's baiting a little bit. Does have the leap. Have the arrow back up again. Try to go for it. In fact, they're trying to make moves. They're to 33. Nice little split. Not going to be able to quite finish off. Leap forward though. The Star Storm need a little bit more damage. They'll get Mira. That will end up losing 33.
Saksa boots. He's
still
chasing.
chasing here. They have another leap charge if necessary. A little bit more damage though.
The plans
Sure, they have the Star Storm. Can they do the leap forward? Star Storm, ooh, very close to that last little bit. 20 hit points.
Yeah, he lives, but this is still terrible because he has so many creeps coming in here and no HP at all.
Here,
Gets
just
healed up.
have to bring the Sal. Again, not the most efficient any longer with the way that they work from other players getting them to.
Yeah, not the most efficient, but if he didn't get it, then he wouldn't be able to. It was actually, it seems like he passed him his own style. He healed up fully there.
Oh, okay.
Voila.
Brought it from base. Everything. Lap's trying to. Oh, okay. There's Galen Soxa.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
33. Premier with that scorch does a decent amount of damage.
Bottom lane collapses.
But bottom lane, yep. Cannot get away. He's gonna be able to throw the disruption here. Try to slow down this Prismatic. Gets a kill before ends up dying, but that's Skeeter who gets himself a double kill.
This start on Lifestealer is really, really good. He's gonna have an early armlet, and he will be difficult to deal with when he has this dominant control on bottom. I'm surprised they haven't played more into like cutting the creep waves or not trying to contest the Lifestealer. I suppose that's what they were trying to do there, but they really haven't been able to play away from Lifestealer as much as
Yeah, I was surprised at that. On the collapse, does manage to go and jungle up. Yeah. Again, Skeeter just having a fantastic start here. Not only is he top of the CS, he has a couple kills underneath the belt, so going well for Tundra.
it's going well. On the other side, though,
Radiant's
there is
middle
an
tower
ancient stack
is under attack.
for Axe to fall back on.
Important, and they have to make sure that it doesn't get spotted from the side of Tundra. Again, Tundra doesn't have the best ways of being able to take these stacks, so that is one thing that's going their way. But there it is, jump forward over onto Soxa. They toss back, but again, you've got these loop charges. Be able to just walk
Radiant's
out
bottom tower is under attack.
and grab themselves some creeps.
Dire's top
The
tower
ice
is
armor
under
creep
attack.
is so useful in lane for Doom. He becomes nearly unkillable. Like when he has the ice armor, then SF. The only way he brings him down is by casting 4 races, but that takes a while. You gotta build up those races. You can't burst down the Doom.
Still ball.
Dire's
mid
middle
lane.
tower is
They're
under
trying to
attack.
put the pressure over onto 9. Cold snap. They are, but there's an arrow coming in from Soxa. Able to get the kill on Toronto Pinocchio. Now the roll forward over, right past Mira, over to Maposhka. That disruption. Snake keeping the vision. The leap forward here from Soxa. Wants to get one more hit off, and that's a double kill. Man, Soxa has 6 kills under his belt at 8 minutes into this game.
I think a lot of this comes as well, like this rotation that they just made comes from that Lifestealer can be left completely alone bottom. So CM is free to join for his fight mid. Of course, Doom is doing well top as well, so the same thing is true over there. The Mirana can just make moves. And yeah, like you said, Saxon with a fantastic start to this game.
Dire's top tower is under
That
attack.
Falcon Blade. The mids have been fairly calm except for that one rotation. It does look like he wants to be a part of a fight though here top. Has is level 8 and wandering over towards this area.
Radiant's middle tower is
With the
under
smoke.
attack.
Fuck the charge. Or
We
with
have
the
to
Marks
ready.
nearby is going to get shown. Casual arrow though into the back. They want to find Yatro. The shards, they have the vision. There's just no escape here for Yatro. He's just gonna try to get off a little bit of damage before he inevitably falls to the Walrus Punch.
Dire's top tower is under
He
attack.
has no escape from that mid. They're
Radiant's
trying to
middle
find
tower
snaking
is
him.
under attack.
Not gonna get him.
It's a pretty fast Crystal Maid right now, considering he's just diving and dodging around Maposhka's shadow poison.
Dire's
Be
top
safe.
tower is under attack.
Rodo, 9 coming back towards the top, wants to control the top rune.
Aren't 3 heroes here. Vicious idea. Though they do manage to find Soxa. Soxa does have the leap, is gonna get disposed back. The leap onto the high ground. Still alive until that final little bit of that poison. Coming into play, Snaking can keep that much to protect 9. But he does have a haste. So just gonna run over, punch Maposhka, take the kill, and escape.
So 1-for-1 trade in the end, but that's a big kill. Bringing down this Mirana, had a lot of kills. Of course, she didn't have a streak, but still the Mirana for SD will take that trade.
Dire
Sure.
are scanning.
9. Look at 9. He knows.
You fought
Like,
badly.
yeah, you know
Dire's
what?
top
Why
tower
not keep
is under
going?
attack.
Then he stacks over here. He's got the high 5 in position. He's hoping he could grab this axe. Snaking will make their way back towards the mid lane.
It was scanned out, so gonna get caught out there, but Toronto has to be careful.
That's a bit of a vicious dive here, 9. And then the shard, the rest of the team is nearby. The lead port from Soxa. Gonna be able to put down some of that Star Storm. They need maybe a little bit more lockdown. And again, that ice wall slowing them down quite a bit.
They're always taking this game by force. They're really in charge of all the lanes right now. Mid lane, they're more aggressive. Bottom lane, they're free farming their life dealer. And top, Doom has been able to do whatever he wants as well. They're also following it up with some greed. Doom is going for a Midas, so he's farming away.
Nine in the mid lane does have the snowball. Play the ice wall again. Very slow. Good shards
Oh,
though.
shards.
From the Sunstrike though over onto 9. Oh, a nice save here from Skeeter. He's gonna pop out. No, not gonna be able to quite finish off Mira here. That he needs to be careful. He does have that armlet though, so able to survive and toggle.
mine.
Some absolute magician shards, though. I mean, 9.
Radiant's
the
bottom
angle that he got
tower
on
is
that
under
one, that was
attack.
beautiful.
This guy's good for a reason.
Yes, tell that he knows his way around it. He's actually messing around a bit in Fountain, even. He was trying to shard push himself into the Fountain, but didn't get that one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This'll come in handy.
Bottom tower is about to fall finally to collapse. He has been left to his own device down here
Radiant
for a little bit now, with
structures are
Lifestealer
fortified.
going towards mid earlier. So, blast it.
Radiant's
Good dice.
bottom
Can I get
tower
it?
has
Blink
fallen.
dagger
That's a
complete on
blink.
Axe. Yeah.
That's scary. Vanguard and Blink Dagger at 12 minutes in.
Yeah,
And
they
he's
just
got
need
the
just need 7 points fully and the Exort now as well, and then they can do some real big Sunstrikes. But already it's 360 pure damage.
I feel like Collapse is one of those players that you can't leave. He has such an fast and early impact in most of the game. Like he's very important to focus on.
Yeah, he's a pretty tempo-driven offlane player. I mean, a lot of offlaners are generally, but right now it feels like he's just farming up these camps here, and then they're gonna smoke. They're standing around waiting with the smoke, so I don't think they need to bring SF, or are they going to? Roll it up. Not smoking up though. Moving over.
Radiant are scanning.
He's gonna have the Desolator soon. A little bit of a scan. We managed to
scan.
drop a couple ward.
Gang good read by Skeeter. Gonna back out safely, farm this one creep camp perhaps, and then move into Ancients. So not giving them an opening to catch them.
I do like the very aggressive vision that they're putting in from the side of Spirit. Again, we talked about Luposhka. He's a little bit of a ward elitist, but I think you're allowed to do that when you have
Here comes the move though, Team
damage.
Spirits. They're going towards mid.
Shadows.
Mask Command has some SF, and there's DD run, so this could be a great power spike to play around.
Shadow though, and they do have the sentry ward in place. He's tanking. Let's just walks right on. Oh, they've got the Sunstrike. Just gets the dunk. The arrow with a lot of pressure going, but not enough to quite have it. Mira though jumping forward, has the unleash, putting out some of the damage. And there's Yatra off to the side. Goes for that Requiem. He's got the double damage. I think he's hoping that he a little bit more out of this, but they have to get the catch. They have the blink on collapse. Gotta try to close the gap. Not gonna be able to quite grab the retreat. He is of course so very fast. Some pressure now being placed on the mid tower, but Tundra, they've only managed to lose the Crystal Maiden, and you're gonna lose someone. Probably the best person to lose.
Radiant's middle tower
Those
has
shards
fallen.
scaring them away a little bit there, but tower's still gonna go down. Goes to
Dire are
the Invoker
scanning.
with the Forge Spirits pushing. Still a good trade for Spirit, not too much happening. But good reactions, and this is just a vision, right? They have good wards down, so with the sentries, they see them coming in. Axe gets the call. Strike follow up. I think this can be very important, by the way. The Axe is going for a Blade Mill in this game, and you don't always need it, and it's not always super good. But when you're playing as Lifestealer, I think you do need it so that he can actually not just sustain himself by hitting you.
Opening up
Yatoro.
casually, but the follow-up immediately here. 9 in position. They just popped that Shadow Fiend. Nothing.
Didn't even need to use that much. They kind of just walk in and kill him. They're so fast when they pop the Rage and the Face Boots on Skeeter, and of course they have the Tusk to blink in.
They're blinking in. They find themselves snaking. Miss the dunk. They're gonna be able to get this kill. Oh my god! All right, yeah, that's gonna be a neutral denial.
Snaking, very nice there.
Radiant's
Last
middle
second
tower
uses
is
the
under
magic
attack.
wand. Anytime you play against Axe, definitely look towards doing that. He waited all the way until Axe is about to dunk, only then pops the magic stick, ruins his dunk, and then gets the deny on the neutrals. Wow, that was really really neat little thing.
Where would you rank Tundra? Obviously,
I mean,
Spirit very highly ranked, but
I wouldn't rank Tundra low, but Tundra, they're making a move with Infest.
they have a life
in
stealer
Tusk.
bomb.
Yeah.
Looking from a Poshka. They do walk underneath that ward though, so look at this. They're already just gonna try to escape. Things up. So, still
Grouping.
hungry. Hoping he can. But they're in this.
Have to be so careful. That Infest bomb is very scary, but they're gonna reveal it on mid on the Forge Spirit, so they know where they are. I'd say Tundra have, you know, they're one of those peaks and valleys team. They immediately re-smoke here. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Because they realize that they've got to still be together.
Doom has
C33.
BKB. He's so strong right now.
Ward slowly.
Nobody's showing on lanes, so Spirits are like, this is very sus. We're still not seeing
Radiant's
anybody.
bottom tower is under attack.
At the end, though, Skeeter will pop out. He's just going to teleport back down to the bottom lane and take.
But look at Spirit now. They're trying to catch after the failed smoke attempts here from Tundra. They're trying to catch whoever split up. Of course, 33 TP top. Be a good target. If he doesn't save you
Have
against
the
the
blink.
call.
Radiant are scanning.
Barely seeing.
Yeah, they're looking for him in the tree line now, but no. 33 already backed out.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah, same thing there. Now it was Team Spirit not showing anybody on any lane. So he felt like the smoke was coming and very correctly assessed that. Bosch guy's ready to try and counter the D board
Prize is mine.
towards him.
They know they're over there.
It's a lot of heroes though. I think they see more than they want.
They don't see
Maybe?
the Mirana. Not there. It's a potentially a good time for them if Collapse can get himself. Look at how far spread out they are, though.
It's a risky go on a Doom under tower with BKB. If he gets BKB off before the call, then you're in for a disaster probably. So, just respecting it. They're splitting up. Invoker TP bottom.
They're gonna go back there. They're gonna see about the Mirana here. The call here from Collapse. Blade mail, like we talked about, good snowball though, rolling up to the back lines on the Mokosha, trying to just blow up the Shadow Demon, which indeed they will be able to do. The chase is on over onto Mira. He cannot get away. And here comes 33, gets the hit over onto Collapse. Collapse trying to break some ankles, gets called, but there's a punch, and this is going to be a dead axe. So patient on the side of Tundra. In fact, they go right into the Roche pit, snaking, using the freezing field even. They want to get this Roche done as fast as possible. They have the Death Zone online for Skeeter. This is going to be a fast Roche for the side of Tundra.
Yeah, this is really good read. I mean, that goal was ambitious though. They just keep it out there in Invoker. Sure, you have Sunstrike, but it's risky to go without it. And Invoker wasn't fully ready. You see a Sunstrike come in, but it's not immediate. It's a little bit late. So Axe was ready to dunk, but the damage wasn't done yet. So he couldn't dunk the
Radiant's bottom
Mirana.
tower is under
That
attack.
was a very
Dire's
good counter
middle tower
initiation
is
though by
under
Tundra
attack.
overall. But 4v5 fighting is risky at this stage of the game.
Little arrow. Breeze past Maposhka.
And it's going to be the Agonist build, by the way, on Tusk.
Son of
Towards
a-
it mid, trying to catch Mirana.
There he stops the shovel. Okay.
With
Gonna be a
honor.
very expensive bouncer in for Saxa. He'll end up falling for it.
Yeah, Toronto Tokyo is happy to take that kill. Gets the Sunstrike kill and keeps scaling. He's going for a Hex on Invoker, by the way. So Blink, Midas, Travels, and now the Hex as his next item. Would give them a good tool to try and deal with the BKB and also a Lifestealer. Now there's smoke. This is indeed a high-paced game.
I love it. I love it. All right. The initiation, the Lifestealer bomb pop out. Blade Mail over on Axe is not gonna just do enough here. It's a good idea, but it just doesn't feel like it can sustain throughout all the damage.
Yeah, Blade Mail doesn't stop during the rage, so it's only good if rage isn't up.
Zoxley just runs away immediately with that leap, but also the Fury of Fyodorov. This is looking like a dead Maposhka. Tundra, they are just going high octane in this game. Skeeter chasing after Mira. Doesn't have any ways to really cancel out this TP. He's gonna slap him around a little bit, help himself to some Forge Spirits, start pushing this mid tower.
Time was a little bit off as well on the SF ulti there. The Spirit are just not looking as sharp as Tundra are in this. You asked me earlier where I would rate Tundra. I mean, if they play like they have been playing so far this group stage, I'd rate them as certainly one of the best teams in the world, like among the top 5 probably in the world.
Dire's middle tower is under
right
attack.
Now, Team Spirit just doesn't feel like they're really playing as sharp as we saw them previously.
Grab himself up. Take him right underneath Pietro.
They're backing up on Tundra. Still in firm control of the map. But Team Spirit now, they need to finish up this BKB on the SF. They're only 70 gold away. So once he gets that, he'll be a little bit more fight ready.
Been closer and closer to the Aghanim Scepter on the tusk of that Walrus kick. And that's pretty scary when you consider that they'll be able to reposition anyone they want, because 9 is just so lightning fast with these reflexes. Terrifying.
Yeah, he's fast with the reflexes and also has good targeting, so he understands who he wants to go on and where he's going to kick them. This is a scary thing for Axe.
Oh, the snowball, the burst is there. They started off on Toronto Tokyo when Yatro just happened to wander right into their hands.
Radiant are scanning.
Absolutely the better one to lose right there, as he already finished up his BKB, and Hex is still not done on Invoker, so Invoker not dying, still only 200 gold away from the Hex. Big thing when he finishes that up. I think they need to start making a lot of moves together with the Invoker and start looking for kills, because they're slowly falling behind here.
Top lane, Mira. Oh, okay, the creep will say, get down, Mr. President, block it. Toronto Tokyo in a good position, but the leap from Sox, he wants his kill, he'll be able to grab. You have to be careful for the collapse in a great position. Grabs up to Deafening Blast, gonna part them off a little bit. But in fact, did get dropped. They use the demonic merge to try to slow down 33, but 33 still in a good position. They'll end up missing the arrow. There's a start from again, trying to get that extra armor with the call. Gets a couple of these spins. They need a little bit more damage though, and the collapse will indeed collapse. Bombs get popped during all of this. Shards, they wanted to keep going for more. Arrow's gonna get tossed out. Is it gonna connect on anyone? No, they've already backed off. But look at the aggression from Tundra. They just cut through. Wow, oh my god, nice! Goes over with the shards. Flips over onto 2. Yato has got a BKB. We'll be able to push them back. This is looking a little bit scary now for 9. Will end up getting just pushed back and killed, as now they'll dispose over onto Skeeter. He does have the infest in this Forge Spirit.
Look at that little Spirit go, it's so fast. Sliding out of there. Okay, never mind. Now it's dead. But fantastic play there by Tundra, being very aggressive. I think there was maybe a little bit of a miscommunication there by Collapse. He went and got a nice call. I mean, he's finding these multi-hero calls, but they didn't have Meteor ready. Invoker used Meteor earlier, so it was still on cooldown. He invoked it, but it was still 20 seconds until he had it, so they couldn't get any damage into the nice disable by Collapse there.
So again, more breathing room here for Spirit, but they do feel a bit like they're up against the ropes with how fast Tundra's playing. Did manage to get the kill on 9 though, going pretty far in, but now he's got himself the Walrus kick, which is going to be very, very scary.
Yeah, one more good tool in his arsenal, so he can blink in, catch someone. He has 2 BP piercing.
Maybe a little bit too greedy there, friend.
Treat you like a drum.
The second dunk of the game here. Collapse. You'd ideally want him to get a lot of dunks in this game too, because you're playing as a life stealer, and his physical damage is very high. He also has that desolator, so it's already minus armor to deal with. So he wants to get these kills as frequently as possible. But Tundra are just playing at a faster pace and more controlled. It feels like.
They will not see what
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Picked up now.
He was spotted though. They saw him moving towards mid, so they have guessed that he's in the area.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
For now, the timing they're waiting for is just Marcy finishing up the BKB as well. They do have the Hex on Invoker, but they're a little bit intimidated by Tundra and their team fights right now. They've done so many Infest bombs, and I think we're gonna see another one. Look at them. They're grouping up on the map. There we go.
Yep, there we
Infest
go.
the Tusk.
Teleport down the bottom lane. See, find. He's got a shiny new Agdam Scepter on 9. Love to use it.
Shadow.
Take
Shadow.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Pretty happy with the quick kill there.
Like how they weren't
Now
sure.
running away. The blink forward though from 33. It's the worst. Stop off. Lots of these hits. Does get the dispose with the snowball coming in hot. 9 gets himself a double kill. 6-1 and 9 on this Tusk. He is absolutely terrifying, even if he is very fluffy.
Yeah, they weren't even sure if they wanted to jump to SD at first. They waited a few seconds after he walked into vision. Like, really? Is an SD all we're gonna get? But they do get a bonus kill as well, the Marcy afterwards. And this game, Doom is getting so humongous, by the way. He had Octarine ready, along with his Midas Blink BKB.
got it.
Radiant are scanning.
Thinking is revealing several there. A little bit of an arrow lands over onto Yatoro. Collapso, right nearby. Toronto, Tokyo, also prepared with the tornado if needed.
They're just not ready though. Team Spirit, they need time. They're trying to hold on and get more time in this game because they need BKB on Axe, they need BKB on Marcy, and Tundra are just not letting them slow down.
I mean, I
They
guess
are
that's the
sitting back a bit.
advantage, right? When you see a draft that's been played so many times before, is you really have a good understanding of what their timings are going to be, what items they want to get, and they're going to start being active. And I guess, you know, with Tundra, the way that they kind of are playing, it's just, all right, well, we know that they want these items this timing. We're just not going to let them get them.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. They know the timings of Spirit's draft. These are pretty, you know, common heroes they play against a lot, at least the Marcy and the Shadow Fiend, and they understand it very well. They also know their own draft so well.
Uh-oh. Oh, all right.
No,
Casual hit and run in the bottom lane.
Yeah, I mean, Portugal was trying to D-ward, the ward that killed him last time, but unfortunately, he's just gonna die to it the same way one more time. The same technique right there.
They know he can't resist it. He needs to go for those wards.
Oh, he has the Psychic Headband on Tusk as well. This is a fantastic item to have. You see him even queuing up the Ether Lens next for an Octarine. Cast range is very good because when you're in Snowball, you can still kick people. So he can blink in Snowball and then kick someone out. And that allows you to, you know, roll after them
Radiant's
and get to
bottom
safety.
tower is under
You might see
attack.
him do that this game.
Dire's middle tower is under
Nice little
attack.
test there. I would not be surprised to see that. Sunstrike does come in. They know that they're in the pit. Smoke outside. They'll even go again. They'll use that freezing field to ensure that this Roche a little bit faster. Have to be careful. Collapses wandering over
To the Radiant.
but he's just too late.
Radiant's bottom
Oh,
tower
this
is under
shard as well
attack.
for Lifestealer. Very good tool to keep catching people. Himself yet, so now he has Aegis and
Dive
Shard in hand.
Radiant's bottom tower
The cast
is
range
under
on that is
attack.
pretty fantastic.
These are coming in at the bottom lane. 33. So he seems to find Mira. Sidesteps the tornado, no problem. Bit of the rebound. And still chasing after it. Now it's gonna leave a couple seconds. Needs to close the gap, but Potion is gonna end up being the one gets left behind here, and they don't quite manage to get the kill on Mira or that interruption of the TP. Well, bottom lane, Toronto, Tokyo. he's got some nice items. Like, he's got the Scythe of Ice, but they just aren't able to take good engagements. It feels like Nine just running at them.
Yeah, Nine is definitely dominating this game, but he's doing it on the back of, you know, Skeeter infesting him as well. The two of them are really playing together and utilizing the strength of their heroes. So Tundra just hitting the right timing here.
Sox are already getting a bunch of those kills. And Mira does end up getting doomed. Those 30 feet just chasing around here in the tree line. You manage to go. They get the Moonlight Shadow. They're trying to find Mira. They will put the Denial off, but Nine, they're finding the opening. He's found his target. The arrow will connect over onto Yatro. Skeeter just pushing through Yatro. Now Toronto Tokyo left behind. Oh my god. Now collapse. He goes for the fall. He's getting a couple spins. It's not going to be enough. That's yet another kill. And they're diving really far here from Aposhka. I don't know about this one, guys. Yeah, they want it though. They'll chase all the way over. Team wipe of Team Spirit as they dive all the way to the tier 4s to achieve it.
Under attack.
Get some taxi out there on Lifestealer. I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see Spirit calling this soon. They're a team that, you know, they seem to, in a best of two, recognize when the game is beyond saving, and this is starting to look like it. They're still hoping that they can turn this around. They feel like they have tools that haven't come to fruition. This Hex on Invoker is not used there, but they're always just in an unfavorable initiation because of Tusk or Doom jumping them.
Dire's structures
Maybe
are
not Doom right now.
fortified.
Doom's over in the bottom lane.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Let's travel, you can come back.
Stuff up until a couple of seconds. But
Dire's
damage has
top
already been
barracks
done.
has fallen.
They still have
Dire's
Aegis on
top
Skeeter. Like, they have
barracks
so
fallen.
much time. Really do whatever they like here. Middle tower is still standing, so that's going to be the next objective.
The only way I see them turning this is a big play with Meteor from Invoker with Axe Call. Like, that has to happen. Maybe an SF ulti to follow up even. They need so much damage to bring down the Doom, Tusk, or Lifestealer. All of them are very, very tanky at this stage.
The items on this Lifestealer. Full Assault, Cuirass, Skull Basher, 20 charges on the Desolator, Armlet, It's Halberd in the backpack right now.
Shadows take us.
Yeah, it's a tall order to try and bring him down. And Tundra, I think they recognize they're so far ahead and so strong. They're just gonna keep going as 5. The only way they lose this is they're randomly getting picked off on their core heroes multiple times even. And they're not giving a single chance for that to happen as they move in unison towards bottom tier 2.
Dagger on even better positioning, better patience if needed.
Everybody on Spirit are just baiting behind the SF. They're trying to, you know, present SF as a possible jump, and then 3 heroes behind him ready to counter gank.
I mean, the thing that's scary about it is the fact that 9 can just get in there, get the kick off. Now again, like that, just like that, they just normal hook instantly. The kick back over onto Mira. Alright, Collapse though in a nice position here, but again, didn't quite finish them off as they get Doom off over on the back lines here. He's pumped the BKB, but they'll end up losing Toronto Tokyo. Mira running for his life. Skeeter is getting hit here by Yatro, but it feels like it doesn't do much of anything. Sees the open move for his back line, trying to grab it into the fountain, pressing over too far, but they get the kick off. Able to go and just buy enough time, and there it is. There's the GG call. Tundra looking so incredibly dominant in this game number 1.
Yeah, this was the most one-sided game I've seen with Team Spirits getting destroyed here by Tundra. Like, maybe not the most one-sided game I've seen, but the most one-sided game against Team Spirit I've seen in a long time.